Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I just want to do like a little bit of a drugstore kind of get ready with me. I've got all drugstore products in front of me. I've got just a bunch of different things. I don't want to start naming them off because there's a bunch of different things here. So let's just jump into some makeup and just go ahead and try and get our minds off of things today, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into some products. So the first thing I have is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is literally the only drugstore primer that I own. I really need to get some more. So if you guys have any suggestions on good primers, let me know. And by the way, I didn't have a drugstore eyeshadow primer, so I just went ahead and used my MAC Painterly paint pot and just went ahead and applied that while I was off camera since it's not drugstore. This always feels so soft going on the skin. I just don't feel like it does much to hold my makeup on though. Like it's nice and smoothing, but I'm just not sure how much it really does to keep my makeup in place, and that's really what I want my primer for. Okay, so next from E.L.F, I have these two little liquid eyeshadows in the shade 24 Karat Gold and Flirty Birdie, which I think today we're just gonna use Flirty Birdie. So that's what she looks like. Pretty reflective. So we're just gonna pop that on the lid real quick, and then I'll do a transition shade like over that. There we go. And I'll just apply some to the other eye. So that's a pretty glitter. So now we definitely need a transition shade though, because that's just like too transparent, I feel like. So I'm gonna jump into my Salt and Pepper palette from Milani. It's literally the only drugstore palette that I own. So I'm gonna jump into this one, and let's use this shade right here, which is called Beauty and the Beat. So my poor cat got out the other night and slept under my neighbor's car, and then when she went to work, she just rode to work with her and got all kinds of burns, like on her side, on her ear, by her eye, under her leg. So I had to take her to the vet, and they gave her some painkillers and some antibiotics and some anti-inflammatory and a little cone on her head. She pulled that off almost immediately, so great job. Spent $10 on nothing. But she's healing now, but she just seems so pathetic wandering around the house. It's just so sad. Poor little kitty. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of pink to this look, this shade right here, which is called Chick on the Side. This one right there. So I'm just gonna add that right in the crease. There we go. Okay, so we'll jump back into this after we finished our foundation and concealer. So, I think for my foundation, I will be using the E.L.F. foundation in the shade Snow. Oh, and it's a pump, I forgot. I love it. This does have a fragrance to it that I don't remember it having, but I've only ever used this once before, so maybe that's why I don't remember it. Okay, so now we need some concealer. So once again, I'm just gonna be using my E.L.F. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. So I know I applied a lot of concealer, but these little sponges that I've been using, they're just Ulta sponges. They absorb a lot of product, so more is less actually with the sponge. I might end up going back to my Jeffree Star or Rihanna ones. Fenty Beauty, I mean. I'm not sure. They just absorb so much less product. Okay, so now we need to set everything. So for that, I have in my new, this is new to me. It's not, obviously it's not new, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Setting Powder in the Matte and Poreless. So we're gonna try this out today. Okay, so everything is nice and set. So now I wanna melt my powder into my face. I'm just gonna use my Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. This has such an amazing sprayer on it. The mist is incredible. I love it. I live for it. Okay, so what do I want to do next? Let's do brows. So I'm just gonna use my Joah brunette brow down pencil. Brow down to me, I mean. No, I don't have a drugstore brow gel, so I'll just be going without today. Just see what that's gonna look like. We'll see. Okay, brows are on. We have no brow gel, so it's just gonna be as is. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. So what do we want to do next? Let's do bronzer. So I'm just gonna grab my Joah Be My Everything Blush and Bronze palette in the shade Sunrise. And just dip into this contour shade right over here. Or bronzer shade, whatever. I'm gonna use it as my contour though. Okay, so now I'm gonna hop into the blush side of the Joah Be My Everything palette. A little bit on the end of the nose just to be extra. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into my highlight, which is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight from Nikki Tutorials. It is in the shade 250. And just some down the nose to brighten everything up a bit. Okay, so now we need a setting spray. So I'm just gonna use my Morphe Continuous Mattifying Setting Spray. I feel like this one comes out a bit more harsh than the original one. Like it just kind of spurts out at you instead of just like being a nice soft mist. But it's still very pleasant compared to a lot of misters that just like spray you right in the face. So I don't mind it. Okay, so now we need some mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes real quick. Oh, I forgot to do inner corner highlight. We'll do that as soon as I get done curling my lashes. Okay, jumping back into the Master Chrome, I'm just gonna drop some highlight right in my tear duct. I believe I meant to jump back into the Salt and Pepper palette too, to do some along the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. Jeez, where am I today? Let me jump back into that. So I'm gonna jump back into this shade right here. It's called I'll Take Your Man. and just sweep that along the lower lash line. There we go. That looks a little bit more put together, I feel like. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my little sample size of my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer that I have for my mascara. Just a little deluxe sample size. Well, we used up the primer, so that's good. I've got something else for the empties bin. So now I'm just going to jump into my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I always get mascara on my eyeshadow. It never fails. Ugh, my lashes just suck. So I'm just gonna go in using my Physicians Formula eyeliner, just in the shade Black, and just kind of tight line everything a little bit, use it in my waterline. That just kind of defines everything a little bit more, and I kind of appreciate that a lot more just because my lashes look so crappy. But I don't have any drugstore lashes, so I don't want to cheat. So I'm just going to use the Lash Princess Mascara and call it a day. So let me grab some lip color real quick. I think I'm going to use my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipstick in the shade Fearless. Oh, I love the way this stuff smells. It smells like cupcake. And there we have it, you guys. This is the finished look using all drugstore products. So everything here was under like 20 bucks for sure. Some of it under 10. So some really great products here, I feel like. The Maybelline liquid lipstick is one of my favorites by far. It is absolutely amazing and it smells just like cupcakes. So this is a really great grab if you can find them. They have several different colors too. This is just one. So this one's a really good one. I really like the E.L.F. Where's the one I use? This is the tip 24 karat gold. Oh, here it is, Flirty Birdie. The E.L.F. liquid shadow really surprised me. It's really similar to the, what am I thinking of? The Stila glitters. That's what I was thinking it could be a dupe for, and it's really similar to those, I feel like. Not as glittery, of course, but I feel like maybe you could build it up to that. I didn't really do a whole lot of building today, so maybe you could build it up to like a super glittery look. I'm not really sure. I'll have to play with it a little bit more. But I know the 24 karat gold one is like super opaque, so I love that about these. And the Maybelline Fit Me powder, just a pretty good powder all around. I feel like it's mattified everything, it blurred my pores, it did everything it's supposed to do. As long as it keeps everything in place all day, I have no quarrel with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, you guys. If you like my look, give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And if you like my vibe and you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button down there somewhere. I appreciate that even more. So hopefully I'll be seeing a lot more of you and you'll be seeing a lot more of me very soon, all right? I love you guys. Peace out.